What's up, friends of the good mood? This is Money, and welcome to a video doing two things here today. Testing the new Mark II level 12 max Ares and how much damage exactly it will do with its built-in weapons that it comes with. And also announcing the winners for the Group Hug Challenge and the giveaway for the Strider or Hellburner that we had a few days ago. So, we're shooting only with the built-in weapons against my own account. I have Maga here, 136,640 HP on the Natasha after firing, and before it was 228,000, so that's exactly 91,360 damage done with the Ares. Only the weapons that it comes with. I haven't used the additional weapons yet, it's just the weapons that the robot has itself at level 12 Mark II max, right? No boosters, just the robot. So, 91,360 damage done altogether. Now let's test that again and see if the next result will have also 91,360 damage, okay? The Natasha still has enough health. It's, by the way, my only robot that has enough health to test this on my own account. And so, boom. Okay, we have fired twice. Now, 45,280 HP after and 136,640 before. It's once again exactly 91,360 damage done. So the results are identical. That means you do reliable exact damage with these built-in weapons on the Ares, but you probably also know that you can boost these weapons, right? You can boost them by 100% more firepower if you block damage with that absorber shield that the Ares has. So let's have a detailed look at the 45,280 HP that we have right now. With the next attempt, where I'm boosting the firepower on the Ares, we should, in one go, against a fresh Natasha, obviously, in one go, we should end up with exactly 45,280 HP. Okay? So, in this case, the Battle Rack account will be activating the ability. My own account will be firing everything he's got into that shield, so that now it's fully boosted, and it's starting to fire now, Mark II level 12 maxed. And, boom! 45,280 damage exactly. As I said, that's the exact number that we should end up with when we fire boosted. So going back a little, that means we have done 182,000 damage, 720 in 3 or 4 seconds, only with the built-in weapons of the Ares. So if you are shooting into that shield to boost the damage of the Ares, you actually make it twice as strong, and you can deal almost 200,000 damage with just these built-in weapons. And that doesn't take into account that you have 2 medium and 2 light weapons on the Ares too, in addition to that, that will also allow you to do probably the same amount of damage, when, if not even more, on the enemy at the same time. Imagine how much damage you can do. Now let's jump into some actual gameplay and run some brawling setups on the Ares, because I haven't ran brawlers yet. During the last livestream I ran some sniper stuff. But yeah, so basically you can kind of kill a Mark II level 12 max Falcon who has not dropped his resistance, and you can kill the whole Falcon in a couple of seconds pretty much if you use your 8 weapons you have on this robot. Isn't that absolutely insane? We're speaking about 600-something thousand health or so that you can really do in just a couple of seconds with this robot. And at the same time, as you see right here, block all damage coming in by everybody, right? So this is just absolute craziness right there. And the crazy thing is you can also use this robot to team, to team play. Because you activate the shield, it blocks every type of damage, but your friends can still shoot through the shield. So you can have a full team in your back firing through that shield, while the enemy full team is not going to be able to even nick you a little bit and put a little dent in your bot, because nothing gets through that shield. It's absolute ludicrousness. Alright, so while we're running around here and destroying everything with the Ares, and I'll simply announce the winners now for the War Robot Group Hug Challenge that we had during November, or through the entire month of November, and also the Strider or Hellburner giveaway that we had, right? I checked out the vote results on that giveaway. 70% or something around that of you guys want the Strider. So since I'm only going to give the same price out, it was just a matter of letting you guys choose which one it is. It's going to be the Striders, and I finally have confirmation where I'm able to give away 50 times, so 50 winners, with 5,000 components for the Strider each. I realize that's not, you know, it's not exactly it's not an Ares or something, I know. But, you know, those of you who wanted to go for a Strider, especially after seeing that video, because I actually called these robots the must-have robots. It's great gameplay in that video. It's right here if you haven't seen it yet. I call this video the 2 must-have robots that you really need, or at least one of them, to be a beacon, to have at least one effective beacon runner in your hangar lineup. And it's either the Hellburner or the Strider. So yeah, and the Strider will be given away 5,000 components times 50 for 50 different winners, okay? So, and yeah, so you will find a document with a link to the winner, you know, where a linked document in the video description and pinned comment, where you find all the winners for the giveaway that I had during that video. And you will also find a separate document to the group hug challenge winners that we also had during the month of November, where you basically, where we have around 300 winners. We were unable to find 400. Either we just didn't find any more videos, because for me somehow they stopped showing up, and it was just older challenge videos showing up. Then maybe something went wrong with the search, or actually the participation on that particular challenge was a little bit lower. I'm not sure. But I was unable to, or we were unable to find 400 winners, but it's close to 300 that we found, and every one of those will receive the prize they wanted, which was one weapon of their choice, one robot of their choice, 40 million silver, and I think 2,000 gold, or was it only 40 million silver? I need to check there, because, yeah, but yeah, and it will take, important to say is that the prices can take up to 3 weeks to arrive. Okay, so even if I announce them now in the document, it can take up to 3 weeks for those prices to actually make it to you. And yeah, so go ahead, check those 2 documents, look for your own ID and see if you have won anything. Fingers crossed for you guys, and sorry for those who did not win. Yeah. What else is there to say? By the way, that test that I've just made with the Ares, something I wanted to test. If you like that test and you were interested to see the result, and now you know more than you did before, I certainly do, then also consider subscribing to the channel, guys. Helps me out a lot, and you get notified for upcoming giveaways and, you know, such tests like those. So, the next gameplay that comes up after this one here, guys, is a crazy part. We're playing Dreadnought after this one, and within 4 minutes, I'm actually gonna deal 1.6 million damage, okay? And it's not like constant action with spawning on enemies and constantly brawling. No, it's like Dreadnought, normal open map gameplay. And here we had 14 kills, 1.5 million damage, and 3 beacons capped. And here we go. So, by the way, if I had managed to lock down that Fury over there in the distance, then I could have activated the additional weapons and pretty much instantly killed the Fury, almost, right? And with the weapons I also have. In this case, I'm going to do it just now, activating the additional weapons. I was going to try to block some of the damage here, but nobody is shooting me, so I cannot amplify the weapon's firepower right here. The lockdown keeps screwing me. I wish the targeting system, sorry. I wish the targeting system would just consider whether or not a target is actually in line of sight to you and is in range of your weapons. And not give you a target when there's a valid target right in front of the crosshair too. It just annoys me a little bit, but yeah, I guess we're gonna have to live with this. I'm still here. I already killed 2 or 3 robots. 3 robots it was. Now I've killed a 4th full Inquisitor, and I've also killed almost a 5th Griffin. So basically we have just taken on an entire team by ourselves at the same time, and we have killed 5 of 6 robots. What in the world was that, right? That's the Ares for you, ladies and gentlemen. Robot that is as strong as it possibly ever gets. And I have a video coming up real soon where I think I say the name will be something like the strongest one-hit killer or the strongest damage dealer in the game, something like that, where we focus a little bit more on the Ares and its capabilities. And also another video coming up where we discuss the impact of the Pantheon robots on the battlefield, taking a little bit out the Nemesis. And I have gotten a bit of critics from someone on YouTube. I don't remember the name, sorry. Who said, hey man, you should have also shown the Nemesis, you should have explained the Nemesis and all that. That's true. The thing is, the Nemesis isn't really the, it kind of works different, right? You have the Nemesis in a way that it lives from its constant short shield and its constant ability to fire, but it doesn't really do much damage because you only have 2 medium weapons on it, and also the built-in weapons are a lot weaker than the ones on the Ares, but you have a very short cooldown on it. So it's in my opinion, a really well-balanced robot. The Nemesis is not overpowered in my opinion at all, and the Hades is also, it's strong, but it may actually be in pair with a Spectre or Inquisitor or something like that. I think they're well suited. However, the Ares, in my opinion, is a whole different caliber right there, because you really have the ability to just take out 2 full robots in 5 seconds and not even take any damage in return. And then you can do this every few seconds and just fire, and even at 500 meters you can use these built-in weapons, right? They have 500 meters range. But yeah, in this video it was actually just so far like 3 minutes or something that we have fought, or 2 minutes, and there's just 1.5 left, and we're gonna do 1.6 or something million damage in literally 4 minutes of play. And I think that's not every robot will be able to do something like that, right? So yeah. I guess with boosters you could probably deal around 200,000 damage with the built-in weapons on the Ares when it's maxed out. I realize that not many people do have that yet on maxed state, but I'm relatively certain that there will be a time in the future when a lot of people will be running the Ares, and you will see it much more often maxed out on the battlefield. And this is when you're gonna encounter the situation where this thing will simply one-tap you at 500 meters and your friend with him. So basically, you just if the weapon systems were boosted enough, that's what can happen, right? And it doesn't even have to expose itself and get damage in return because it is invincible during that time, and it's super fast. It's actually faster than a Spectre. It runs so fast you wouldn't believe it. It's such a fast robot, not the Nemesis, but the Ares. It's incredibly fast, so it's very hard to catch. It's a very similar thing that we have witnessed or realized had with the Spectre back then, right? Yeah, so that's it. 1.6 million damage, 10 kills, no beacons cap, but that was all done in 4 minutes. To prove you guys that it was actually done in 4 minutes, the moment when we started the engagement and the new round was right, pretty much, here I haven't really done any damage. I started dealing damage from this moment on, from 9:30, okay? 9:30, this is when we started dealing damage, and when we stopped dealing damage was, here, basically here. So 9:30 to 6, it's not even, it's 3.5 minutes or something. Isn't that absolutely crazy? 1.6 million damage, and I even had to walk to the enemies in between with the next Ares, right? I wasn't spawning on them in Beacon Rush directly. I had to walk a couple of meters to get to them. Insane. Yeah, so, but now at least we know a little bit more about the capabilities to be exact how much they do and how they work. One thing I need to still find out is how much damage is needed into the Absorber Shield to make it, to trigger the 100% weapon increase, you know what I mean? So maybe you only need to do 50,000 damage to amplify the weapons to do twice as much. Or maybe you only need to do 15,000 damage or 10,000. Maybe you don't, maybe you need to block 100,000 damage to do the additional full 100%, you know? That's something I still need to figure out. Maybe I'm gonna sit down and create that video too. For now, I'm gonna say thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and comment down below. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe as brutal as a man can it for more. Thanks for being with me. You guys are awesome as always. Money Gaming signing off. Bye-bye.